I'm Tim Grounds, and this is my son Hunter Grounds. We're from the United States. We've come over to New Zealand to try to teach you and educate you to what we do. Since 1975, I've been doing this. And what we're going to talk about first, we're going to talk about the 3 duck calls that you have available here in New Zealand now. The first one is that he's going to be talking about is the sweet meat. It's a reed and a half call. The second one we're going to be talking about is a little attitude, which it has a little bit bigger hole size than the sweet meat, with the same reed system, and then the back flapper. And then we're also going to talk to you about 2 new ones we're going to try to introduce here in New Zealand next year. I'm going to have Hunter, my son. He's very well known on the stage, calling ducks, and has been very successful in contests as well as myself. But he is going to do the duck instructions on the calls that's available to you here now in New Zealand. Hunter.
The first one I want to talk to you about is the sweet meat. Like Dad said, it is a reed and a half. It's got a rubber, it's a J-frame. It's got a polycarbonate insert. The little attitude comes in all acrylic. It's the same. It's about the same length, but like he said, it's got a little bit bigger bore for volume-wise. But it's the air presentation is what I want to talk to you about, and hand control. First thing is what you want to do is take the call like this, in between your pointer finger and your thumb, wrap it around, and just imagine like your hands are taped together. You never want to get them apart. It's going to be like this right here, just like you're holding a thing of water in the bottom of your hand, and you're going to bring it just around like this. Now you can either blow it with your hands closed, open. That's going to be able to get you different ducks. But the way to get the quack, all my tongue is doing is coming to the roof of my mouth. All I say basically on a 5-note hand is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not blowing my cheeks, I'm bringing it up from my diaphragm. I'm cutting each note off my tip, not so much the tip of my tongue, it's more like, say this is my tongue here, the point of my tongue, it's not the tip of my tongue's wanting to go up, right here, just a little bit up on the fatter part of my tongue. Right there, it will hit the roof of my mouth, and the point of my tongue will rest behind my top teeth. So it's just the fatter part moving up is hitting every time and cutting that note off. And you can speed the cadence up. Now what I want to talk to you about is that's the 5-note hand. You can drag it out longer. A lot of times whenever I do that, I'm trying to get their attention. Say they're going from left to right, just trying to get their attention. Once I get their attention, I'll kind of see how they react. And if I get them to react and start coming my way, I'll speed the cadence up a little bit. Once I get them coming, I'll go into maybe something like a feed call. I say Tgduckuncut. And everybody's so worried about doing the fast feed. The only time you hear that is when the ducks are in the air. We're on the ground. They're sitting there feeding. A lot of times I'll close my hand to get one duck, and I'll open my hand up to get another one. And I'll also throw a quack in there. Now, once I do that, I get them coming, I'll get on just a soft quack. A lot of times, once I get them coming, depending on the day, I'll let them fly all the way past me. And once they get past me, they already see the decoys. They're curious. They're wanting to hear something. So just let them fly around a lot of times. Once they get past you, a lot of times they'll break their neck. And once I get them coming back around, I'll just speed the cadence up. As they get closer, I'll soften it up. I won't sit there and blow at them wide open. The closer they get, normally the softer I get. Some days, every day is different. You just always got to keep an open mind. But it's all the same air presentation, all 3 of these calls. This is the sweet meat, like I've showed you. Another little thing you can do on quiet days, like in the swamp or when there's not much wind, this hole you can cover about half of the hole. can see the difference. And just imagine when you're cutting each one of them notes off, just like a mallard hen. I like to use my hand a lot and get that in sync with my tongue going up. But that's the sweetmeat.
Also talk to me about a proper quack, an alarm quack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The alarm clock, what he's talking about is you're dragging it out. Whenever she's doing that, she's getting in the wind, she's alert. She knows something's not right. Just a soft, subtle. No. She's fixing to leave. So just try to make it good and subtle. That's the sweetmeat. I want to show you a little attitude. It's just going to be a little bit louder than the sweetmeat. You can hear the difference. Like you were saying before, it's the same reed system, just a little bit bigger board. If you hold your finger over this one here, you can see the difference of the volume. That's just something that we do on no wind days when it's real calm. We've got a lot of echo to keep it from just blasting them out. Because a lot of times when you're going to blow them out of the hole. So just keep that in mind, and hopefully that'll help you a little bit. Anything else?
The back flapper plus. You're more open word call.
The back flapper is more of an open range, cut the wind, real loud. It's going to be a lot more powerful than, say, the little attitude and the sweetmeat. Just kind of getting their way out there, getting their attention. The range of it. It'll get good and deep and low. You can also cover your finger on that. It's all the same air presentation in all three of these calls. Remember, your tongue has got to hit the roof of your mouth to get the note to cut off. And then just the speed will come over time. So learning to get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Getting that hand in sync, getting that tongue to pop up correctly and not using your cheeks and bringing up your diaphragm, I think it'll help you out a lot.
Talk about a little bit about where your neck's built.
Yeah, you don't want your neck to be facing down. A lot of times you want your airway to be clear instead of trying to pinch it off. Your air control is going to be a lot worse. You keep your throat open. You always want that. You don't ever want the air to go up and down. You want it to go straight out into the call.
Pretty good. Good. Tell you what, let's show them. Let's talk about a couple of new calls we're going to introduce next year. We're going to introduce also. We're going to introduce something that's going to be easier for you to blow soft. You know, when we was hunting with Greg Dooley up in the South Island, he was really impressed with the sweetmeat. We talked about it being not allowed to call, and he was using it on the open water and loved it. So it depends on what kind of presentation you can give through your diaphragm and power with not losing the control. So all three of the calls are different ranges. It's just like when you go fishing, you got different lures. You find different things that's going to work different days. The next little call that he's going to blow is going to be called the Little Woodsy Sweetmeat. It's a little bit shorter. Where's the sweetmeat at? The sweetmeat itself. Where's the other one at? Okay. It's a little bit shorter call, a little bit closer barrel. The call's a little shorter. It's the same insert, but the whole thing with the call, it's how close your mouth is to the reed. Just like this right here. And this is just a little bit bigger board. It's a little bit bigger board out. And I'm gonna let you listen to what he sounds like this on it. It's gonna sound a lot similar, but he's gonna have more control. But really think about not just holding your call. A duck call also, A lot of you guys I've seen blow over here, you blow two-handed. And you want to move your hands everywhere. A duck call is used for one hand. Now with this call right here, you can hear it. That was a sweetmeat. Listen to this call. Most of the time, a double reed is a lot easier for the average individual because it has the duck in it. You don't want to emphasize your throat. A lot of times, if you hear your throat like this, you hear your voice before you hear the call. You're killing yourself trying to blow it. Keep your neck straight where the air goes straight out like Hunter said, and just blow across the reed with no hands. Then when you add your hand, you give it the tone. Now, let's show them the other call that we're really excited about. We blow this a lot in the States this year as far as, we always just don't make something and bring it out, we make sure it works. And it's called the D-overhauler. Again, we took the barrel, and it's a single reed call. They're all J-frame calls. And what we mean by J-frame, the tongue comes down with just as the tongue, and then there's a J in here. This one here we're using cork in. Cork gives a little bit more pinch, and it gives you a little bit more power. The D-overhauler is really close to your mouth like the woodsy sweetmeat, but it's got a 45-degree cut on the sides, and what we do to these reeds here to make them the raspier we want to make them, the more we bend the reed down. That'd be a cardinal sin to ever bend your reeds in the little attitude and the little woodsy sweetmeat and the sweetmeat. Don't bend your reeds. You bend your reeds, it'll flatten out on you. What we're going to do now, I'm going to let you listen to what he sounds like on this. And if you can notice the little squeals he's doing, all he's doing is pinching this off. A lot of times when ducks and geese go out in the morning, their voices are clear because they've been sitting on water. When they come back, they're a lot more gravelly. This call's got a nasty a hen as you can put in one. This is the D-overhauler. Listen to the rattle in this call. You know, duck hunting or goose hunting is not as all, everybody likes to call. But I'm sure you've all got a buddy out there that, when he comes, you kind of don't really shoot him like you want to, and you don't want to hurt his feelings. So you have to have one leader when you're calling. Have to have one person that you're listening to. And usually when that guy, your best caller, when they're making that final time, that final pass, let him do the talking, and you do the shooting. What we're going to do, we're going to blow the D-overhaulers. We're going to blow them together, and you watch how we listen and work together. And what we'll simulate, a lot of times you never get to that real drug out. But you're going to hear that because the ducks have circled, and they're starting to come back around, and we want them to come back in. And again, like Hunter said, we just shorten the cadence up. So we're going to just be like we're hunting together, just like this right here.